Believe in what we're talking about. The process is the journey.
Be ready to play 7 innings.
It's time. It's time.
Go hard or go home.
It's all right, man.
1, 2, 3. Hey.
In baseball, softball, and in life, the goal is to get safely home. The Reviving Baseball and Inner Cities program does more than teach youngsters the fundamentals of the game.
I'm crying because I'm proud of you guys. I love you dudes. This ain't about baseball, this is about life, man.
It can also make a difference in a child's life.
You guys changed me, made me stronger as a softball player and as a person.
By giving them newfound strength and direction.
1, 2, 3, hey.
You did a great job.
The championship team do little things, and they do them exceptionally well.
It's something RBI has been doing since its inception. Home is where the heart is.
You guys are my kids and I love you guys, okay?
I love you!
And you're about to meet some amazing young people who have found both a home and guidance through the game they all love. Hitting Home with RBI, presented by KPMG. When I took part of the RBI baseball program back in Houston, Texas, I used to imagine that I was a Major League outfielder catching the final out of the All-Star game.
There's Young. The National League wins it 3-1.
Guess I had a pretty good imagination, huh? Hi, I'm Chris Young, 2010 All-Star center fielder for the Arizona Diamondbacks and a graduate of RBI. In fact, I played on the very same Houston team that just won this year's Senior Boys Division Championship. Nice going, fellas. I realize that not everyone who participates in the RBI program becomes a Major League player, but RBI can have a profound impact on young people, no matter what direction their lives take them. We're about to look at the 2010 RBI program, highlighted by some incredible first-hand access to the 2010 RBI World Series, made possible by the combined efforts of Major League Baseball and KPMG. And best of all, you're going to get to see it through the eyes of some special youngsters who in 2010 are hitting home with RBI.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Miami.
We're happy to be here. Want to play some ball.
I'm here to get another one of these.
Ready to take care of some business.
They came from all over the country for the RBI World Series. The girls' softball teams, the junior boys' baseball, and the senior boys' baseball teams all rendezvoused in Florida.
Tampa.
LA. I'm both in soccer all day.
And there was one constant. Every team believed it had a chance to win it all.
Number 1, take it home this year. Number 1.
This year we'll take it all the way. Going back, Houston, Texas, championship.
It was my pleasure to welcome you to the opening banquet for the 2010 RBI World Series presented by KPMG.
The opening banquet got the tournament underway as the kids gathered together to hear words of inspiration from such speakers as Vera Clemente.
Good evening.
Vera is the widow of Roberto Clemente, one of the greatest baseball players of all time and a legendary humanitarian, one whose values Vera shared with the captive audience.
Roberto died in the plane bringing help to Nicaragua for the victims of the earthquake there. He died helping others. Since he was a little kid, he was always helping people in different ways. Through that program, they learned a lot and they became good citizens. God bless you all and keep in the right track, okay?
They also heard from the first African-American woman to play in the Olympics on the USA softball team and a great friend of RBI, Natasha Watley.
I love RBI because it teaches time management and being able to make sure that you're getting all your schoolwork done and getting the grades and SAT preparation and everything that KPMG does, and being able to succeed at the next level and going to college. Make sure that you're setting goals weekly, you're setting goals monthly, and making sure that you're staying disciplined to those, putting in the extra work and making those sacrifices. It's teaching life lessons and teaching life skills and learning how to succeed, you know, on and off the field, and that's why I love this program. You're going to be able to look at yourself and know that you've done everything in your power to make sure that you've created your masterpiece and that you're able to go to that next level. And so play your hearts out, enjoy the moment, have fun, and I wish you guys all the best of luck.
Natasha's message is to keep learning. And thanks to KPMG, the RBI program not only helps prepare kids for college, it also awards scholarships to help them financially.
RBI is so much more than just the baseball. We want to do something that's going to reward and recognize these kids who are really doing great things off the field as well.
Congratulations.
This is really helping them meet their needs, whether it's books or tuition. It's a very, very key and important aspect of the program.
Ian Tremblay.
Ian Tremblay, Kansas City Royals. Thank you, RBI.
Ian plans to attend Mid-American Nazarene University, volunteers in Special Olympics in his church, and he's a talented pianist.
Well, the coaches, their first thing they always told you was school comes first, and that is absolutely true because you always need something to fall back on.
Obiama Obiguzer.
Hi, I'm Obiama Obiguzer. I'm an outfielder for the Miami Jammers, and I just want to say thank you, RBI.
Obiama plans to attend the University of Florida and is active in community activities such as the Camillus House, Upward Bound, and the Community Center. Also a member of the National Honor Society.
For RBI, college wasn't as possible now that I have the scholarship money, and that could really assist me in that. So now my college future is much more accessible.
Next individual we'd like to congratulate is Mark Brown.
Mark Brown, Detroit senior, RBI team, 2010 RBI scholarship winner. For them to choose me, I really feel blessed.
And I think it's the opportunity of a lifetime.
Mark is doubly blessed, for he had an offer to play baseball at the University of Kansas and was chosen in the 19th round of the 2010 MLB first-year player draft by Cleveland.
Young fella did everything you're supposed to do, now look at it. You got a choice. Cleveland Indians or Kansas Jayhawks. It don't get no better than that.
Congratulations.
Thanks to RBI, Mark was also able to forge a special relationship with his father, who also serves as his coach.
It's been tremendous watching Mark grow up. As a parent, I'm just tremendously excited, and I'm very proud of him.
The 12 scholarship winners were not the only ones who received awards recognizing their achievements. The winning authors of the Breaking Barriers essay contest received laptop computers, handed out by Sharon Robinson, daughter of the late, great Jackie Robinson.
The Breaking Barriers program is really about overcoming obstacles both on and off the field. I'd always felt that the way to transition my father to future generations was through values and through character.
An essay composed by one of the winners touched Sharon's heart unlike any other.
Our young winner is from Minneapolis, and her name is Mariah Lennon.
My name's Mariah Lennon. I'm from the Minnesota Twins, and I'm a catcher and third baseman. Thank you, RBI.
This young woman came from a home where she saw abuse, and she saw drug use. And that was her early childhood.
Growing up, I saw my mom being physically and emotionally abused. I was taken away from my mom at first, and then we were given back. And then seeing my dad abuse her, and it's hard, you know, because I love my mom to death.
And I'm going to start reading her essay from that point. Summer of my junior year in high school, I met this boy where I worked. We exchanged numbers, and from then on, just couldn't get enough of each other.
I understand, like, with a female, a male may become your best friend at that time. He was my best friend, or at least I thought.
He began yelling at me and continuously calling me degrading names. I slowly found my self-confidence get smaller.
He took it too far a couple times, and I put up with the emotional abuse.
And then one day, he got physical. We went to the movies.
He literally threw me against the wall and was screaming at me in front of my face. That was my breaking point, and I released from him, and I just ran away. I just had to get away.
Knowing what my mom went through and what I had seen growing up, I couldn't do it anymore. Cutting off all contact with him and building my confidence back up.
After I got out of that, I really started working on rebuilding myself.
I hope you will join me in saluting her courage and her integrity, Mariah Lennon.
I didn't realize how inspirational it was until I actually received the award. I feel like now I'm a really big inspiration, and I'm glad that writing this essay has opened my eyes and to actually go out and maybe tell other people when I see it happen and to let them know that they can get through it.
Displaying wisdom beyond her years, Mariah also had the honor of catching the first pitch from Natasha Wiley as the 2010 RBI World Series got underway.
Presented by KPMG, proud sponsor of Major League Baseball. Gatorade, proud sponsor of Major League Baseball, introduces the G Series. Gatorade has evolved. And Scotts, official lawn care company of Major League Baseball.
We now return to Hitting Home with RBI, presented by KPMG.
Hit him on 3, 1, 2, 3, hit him up!
Gotta be patient. Understand our mission, what we came here for.
Man, family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
After all the hard work, it was finally time to take the field.
Be sharp, make good throws, okay? Let's get ready to play, man, all right? Hey, let's go.
The quest to capture the RBI World Series Championship had officially begun.
Welcome to day one of competition of the 2010 RBI World Series.
1, 2, 3,
8 girls teams, 8 junior boys teams, and 8 senior boys teams, all determined to claim the title as their own. To do so, they will face many challenges on the field, but for some of these players, overcoming adversity is nothing new.
Hi, my name is Darryl Velez, play for Jersey City RBI.
Darryl was kicked out of his house when he was 17, and with few options for income, he began to sell drugs.
Seeing his brother getting involved in that lifestyle, and also the area that he lived in was all gang-related area. It was high drug, high crime area. He kind of sort of looked up to that and said, this is probably all I have.
But when Darryl lost a close friend to violence, he realized he was on a dead-end path, and his perspective changed.
I felt like I was the next one, so I stopped. I gave everything up. I gave everything back.
In an effort to alter the direction of his life, Darryl turned to baseball, where the RBI program was there to help him along the way.
My coach, his name is Danny Suarez. He was my big brother's coach. My brother used to always go to practice, and I loved the game, so I always went with him.
Instead of him sitting and watching, I would involve him. So that way he didn't run off and get, into trouble or whatever. I would take him with me.
Thanks to his RBI experience, Darryl expanded his horizons and saw his future life through a different prism, one that could, in time, benefit others.
If I work hard enough, I can be a role model. Let's go, let's go, let's go, pick it up!
He does want to be involved. He has a very close relationship with the RBI. He knows what it did for him, that's why.
And Darryl plans to make the most of his second chance, regardless of how his team does in the tournament.
It's all right. We've been down before. It's a lot of game left.
Darryl now understands that winning is not confined to the baseball field.
If I would have never had joined the RBI, I think I would have been dead by now. My town, a lot of kids die. I lost like 3 friends over the last 4 years over drugs and gangs. The same thing I was doing, they died over it. I got lucky. And I'm not going back. I'm gonna take this and go right up. take it to the sky.
We didn't play our best game. Big deal, okay? We got the W. We got the W. All right, you guys have fun?
Yes, sir.
Well, that counts. Let's go, bring it in.
The kids that we deal with don't necessarily have as many opportunities as other kids do. And so we want to use baseball and softball as a way to introduce them to other things, other aspects in life, other possibilities that go way beyond what takes place on the field.
RBI does this by emphasizing the importance of education and occasionally holding classroom seminars for the players.
We talk about leadership. We're talking about leading, influencing, empowering, and guiding people. So, you know, right now, that's a lot of what you guys are doing in baseball.
Everybody's a leader on the team. It's just, you know, we all follow by each other. Like, if somebody's doing something wrong, we could tell each other and nobody get mad. They're just like, okay, you're telling me right when I'm doing wrong.
Here are some of the characteristics of what a good leader would have, right? So, positive attitude, that's been mentioned. Inspiring, ambitious.
It really helped my team know that if we help each other, motivate each other, and help on one another get to each other's goals, we can win.
I think the best indicator of success of this program is how many kids we get into college, have gotten their start and have gotten their push to move on to a successful career because of their involvement in RBI.
My name is Natalie Klassen, and I'm from the Hoboken Shockers.
Natalie was born to a young mother who, at the time, was addicted to drugs.
Every day it was a struggle for us. Basic necessities we didn't have.
Natalie saw more before the age of 10 than anyone should ever have to at any age.
We saw things like cooking cocaine, putting it into needles, tying rubber bands around the arms, and shooting up, stuff like that.
But along came softball and RBI, helping Natalie rein in the heartache and pain that she has endured and enjoy life.
You don't really know what goes on in families until you get kids that they come very upset, like they're angry at the world. In Natalie's case, she's very angry, but when she's on the softball field, it mellows her out, you know, it makes her a different person. This is her world out here, softball.
It's like therapy. No matter how bad my situation is at home, when I'm on the field, it doesn't matter. I can just play, you know, I feel loved when I do something right. It gives you a great feeling inside.
Natalie's Hoboken squad split his first 2 games in the tournament. But for Natalie, winning or losing comes second to the support she receives on a daily basis from her teammates.
When you're down, they bring you up. They push you to strive for better. They help you when you're down. They do whatever they can to make you a better person. And that's why I love them so much.
That heartfelt compassion for her second family also extends to Natalie's coach, April Bacerto.
With Natalie, I've been coaching her since she was probably, I think, 10. She has stayed with me a few times at my house where, you know, when stuff gets bad at home, she comes and stays with us some of the time.
She's like a second mother. She tries to help me realize that I need to, if I have an attitude, I need to, you know, slow it down, calm myself down, assess the situation before I react on it.
It's gone. We're going to go out there. We're going to start again, finish this inning.
Through RBI, Natalie is learning self-control both on and off the field.
I'm going to do my work, and I'm going to get into a good college, and I'm going to do what I have to do to be at the top of what I can, of my ability.
With confidence like that, after all she's been through, Natalie is clearly a winner. now return to Hitting Home with RBI, presented by KPMG.
Great day for baseball. Let's play 2, right?
Well, it's more like another 20 games in Jupiter, Florida, as the RBI World Series continue to unfold. And with each passing game, the intensity grew as the teams moved ever closer to the prize.
Anybody can win this tournament this year.
The underdogs always win. Here we go.
We don't ever give up until that last out is made.
This is where you got to step on the gas pedal. This is where you got to step on the gas pedal. Like, this is a team, one little thing can happen, and then there they go. Rah, 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 rah.
In defeat, there were lessons to be learned.
I love you dudes. This ain't about baseball, this is about life, man.
Before a team like Philadelphia, the thrill of victory lived on.
I feel amazing. I feel on top of the world right now. But we got games tomorrow. It's win or go home, so just got to keep the ball rolling.
Brian is from Stanhope, New Jersey, one of just a few African Americans in his neighborhood.
Being the only black player in my town to play baseball, it's difficult. There's some things that some other players, they don't understand. How difficult it is being a young African American playing baseball. Everybody doubts you. Like, oh, this team has a black kid on the team. What's he doing there? Like, stuff like that. But I just show him what I can do, and that usually shuts him up.
Brian is such a great kid, and he's such a great teammate. His teammates love him.
My teammates call me Poppy, you know, like little big Poppy, David Ortiz. They were both big, both can hit the ball. I keep it loose in the dugout and everything like that. Going to college is probably my first priority in life. I mean, I want to be the first person in my family to graduate from college, get a diploma, play ball there. RBI helped me with my education because they push that first. That's a priority. They'll check on me, see how I'm doing. And then during baseball season, they check on me with baseball and that for my school. So I appreciate it a lot.
But there's more. For just being a part of his RBI team has helped Brian immeasurably.
Coming to this team, I can't explain it. I just love it because we all understand what it's like. It's just like a perfect mixture. I would call it big birthday cake. We're all candles, all fiery. We all get together. It's perfect.
No question, Brian has adapted nicely to life in a small New Jersey borough. But Tabitha Rodriguez struggled when her whole world turned upside down.
Good job, 1-9, keep it up, you got it!
For when she was 12 years old, Tabitha's family moved to Puerto Rico.
I remember our parents asking us, oh, how'd you guys feel about moving here? And me and my sister were, no.
Especially since Tabitha now had to learn to speak Spanish.
It was very difficult, and it was a complete change, considering that we've lived in California our entire lives.
RBI helped Tabitha learn the language of the land and provided a forum for her to make new friends.
When I came up with the idea of moving back to Puerto Rico, it was kind of shocking for them.
Come on, Isra, bring it in, you got it!
We wanted, the girls to spend time with our family. That was the main thing, to spend time with grandma, grandpas, and to celebrate birthdays together, Christmas and everything.
At first, it's very hard to overcome. It took me a while. It took me about half a year to realize that, wow, I'm back in Puerto Rico, but really you just have to embrace it at first.
Let's go, Tabby, let's go! Let's go, Tabby, let's go!
And the friends Tabitha has made on Team Puerto Rico are sure to last a lifetime.
You make so many friends. It's kind of like a little camp. Coming here, staying at the hotel with your team, meeting a lot of new people. And you grow a little bit.
Having that team concept, it's been real good for her.
I most definitely want to come back next year, and I hope I'm playing college ball.
While RBI has helped Tabitha adjust to her new life on the island of Puerto Rico, it has also taught Hector Molina how to embrace his role in his family. Woo! You see, Hector's brother Jesus has Down syndrome, and living with him has made Hector understand what overcoming real obstacles is all about.
I just look up to my brother. Every time I look at him, he's always not giving up on the language, writing.
Hey, what's up, man?
He's always trying to speak better and better and better.
With help from RBI, Hector has learned how to be a role model.
I think he looks at me like being his hero, I guess. So he'll say, oh, my brother has to do everything right. I want to do everything right. He studied hard. I want to study hard.
Being with Jesus on a daily basis has inspired Hector to someday give back.
I actually want to open like a foundation for little kids like him. I want to open like a field where kids like him can play. They can host tournaments.
Inspirational stories were everywhere at the RBI World Series, where elimination play was about to begin.
It was a great game earlier, but we haven't won anything.
Brian, Tabitha, and Hector's teams all had hopes of advancing, but it was anyone's game.
Right now, think about what you want the outcome to be and make it happen.
And while the road to victory is never easy, the burden is eased by your teammates, your family, and of course, your friends. Welcome back to Hitting Home with RBI, presented by KPMG. I'm your host, Chris Young. As you've seen so far, RBI provides a great opportunity for youngsters to not only play baseball, but to learn some very valuable life lessons as well. This year, the RBI program continued its nationwide expansion, enabling it to reach even more eager young children while still having an impact on those who have gone through the program. Since it began more than 2 decades ago, Major League Baseball's Reviving Baseball in Inner Cities program has been a dynamic force in underprivileged communities.
It's a great program, gives the kids an opportunity to do things that they wouldn't have the ability to do.
Through RBI, young men and women everywhere from Philadelphia to San Juan, Puerto Rico, have been given the opportunity to grow and develop while playing a game.
I have seen the kids in the RBI program really emerge from it with a really positive attitude.
Academic achievement, teamwork, and trust are the foundations of RBI.
They are enthused. They feel positive about the direction they're headed where maybe they didn't feel so positive before.
They're able to process what changed for them. And I think when it is RBI, they feel the need to give back.
It's true. Many alumni of the RBI program return year after year to help teach the next generation of players.
My name is Jacqueline Roman, graduate of Harlem RBI.
Jackie Roman's time with Harlem RBI defined her life.
It's almost unbelievable how I was able to reach my goals. I attribute a lot of it to my hard work, of course, but I didn't learn to be that way on my own.
Jackie proudly went on to further her education at New York University.
Graduating from NYU is a big deal to me and my family.
And she credits RBI as providing her with the inspiration to succeed.
It's when I graduated when I started to look back at all this. I was able to travel abroad to Buenos Aires, Argentina. I participated in Miss New York USA pageant.
Jackie has obviously grown, but she will never outgrow what Harlem RBI gave her.
A lot of times things don't come to you, but you'd be surprised how close the opportunity is to you.
And that's why Jackie still gives back.
Being around RBI for so long, I had a lot to offer. I didn't just come back because someone told me to come back. I came back because I wanted to.
Jackie's success is echoed in Florida, where still another RBI legacy can be traced to the Marlins.
My name is George Barber. Barber, B-A-R-B-E-R.
George was drafted by the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim this year, fulfilling a dream he had since he first started in the RBI program as a young boy.
I've been working towards it my whole life, and for it to actually come true and for it to become a reality, it was, I was in awe.
George is now playing with the Angels Rookie League team, while finishing his education with the goal to graduate from college. And to think, it was just 2 years ago his RBI team played for the title in California.
From age 5, the only thing I've ever wanted to do was play Major League Baseball, and that's what I've been working towards.
George understands and appreciates the role that RBI has played in his life, and that's why he too is giving back.
I have to coach. I got to give back a portion of what I've learned. It's only right, and I'm more honored to be here coaching these guys.
Here's a guy who really wanted to continue helping out and giving back to RBI, which gave him so much.
He's just a remarkable person in how he deals with the kids and how he carries himself. Yeah. He's just so mature in his baseball knowledge. He really can give a lot to these kids.
George's passion for baseball at such an early age is the very reason why Major League Baseball expanded RBI. And now he and others can coach in the junior RBI program.
Come on, get three, get three, get three, get three. Give me some, Malcolm.
Until he calls it. Another exciting thing that's happened over the last 2 years is the expansion of RBI to include the junior RBI program.
Having witnessed the success of the older kids in RBI, the additional program was created for the younger generation, so kids aged 6 to 12 could also receive RBI's positive message. Junior RBI was formed in 2009, and in one short year, its success has been phenomenal.
I want to see it continue to grow. I want to see us have as many college graduates, doctors, lawyers, accountants as we do kids that were drafted in the major leagues.
Come on, what do you say? Let's go get the job done.
So on All-Star Weekend this year, George Barber's Marlins joined 7 other baseball and 4 girls softball teams in Anaheim to play in the Junior RBI Classic, a 40-game friendly tournament where having fun is the first priority.
Our stuff is being delivered. Way to be there, brothers.
That is such a fun event. It has a different feel to regionals and tournament play, World Series. It's a non-competitive tournament.
Hey, Mom.
With games, festivals, and other events, everyone had a blast.
Ball, ball, ball.
As the weekend unfolded, some familiar faces turned up, like pro softball player Natasha Watley.
It's amazing being a part of the Junior RBI Classic. I'm especially excited for the young softballers, just for them to get to soak in the weekend and get the chance to see other kids that are doing the same thing like them around the country.
The action in Anaheim clearly defined the program. There was plenty of joy evident in this new generation of future stars, like Jackson Anion and Kamalani Dung. Dung is a flamethrower from Hawaii with a very special arm.
I try to throw hard. My goal is 60, but right now I'm pitching, I don't know, like 58.
Kamalani dreams of success, and her inspiration is Watley, the UCLA graduate who won an Olympic gold medal in 2004.
I want to play softball when I get older and go to her level.
Like Kamalani, Jack also won the Jackie Robinson essay contest and has a bright future.
It's always in the back of my mind that he might be that kid that would be bestowed the honor of being on the field.
As essay winners, they both got the chance to catch fly balls at the Home Run Derby and experience a big league ballpark firsthand. Everything about the weekend rang true.
J.O. got game.
There's no doubt that the RBI program is a success.
We're winners.
But there's still a lot more work to be done at many different levels.
The burden on us now is to continue to provide resources to the local leagues, the local communities that are running these programs.
And with the continued efforts of MLB and KPMG, new success stories will be written every day.
Hey, here we go. Somebody set it off. Give me a Marlins on 3.
Marlins on 3! Marlins on 3! 1, 2, 3, Marlins!
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
All right, guys.
We now return to Hitting Home with RBI, presented by KPMG. As the senior boys tournament moved on, the action heated up. Both Mark's Detroit team and Daryl's Jersey City squad were eliminated.
It's all right. We'll come next year and we got to play harder. We got to go home now and start training.
Brian and the Phillies also took their bows, for they ran into a Chicago team on a mission.
It's not a team, it's a family, man. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family.
The Cubs were inspired by the memories of former Chicago RBI family members Kevin Edwards and Beverly Lee, and sought to win it all for them.
Kevin, Bev, we miss you. We're playing our hearts out. I promise you we won't disappoint you. We're going to play everything we got on the field for you.
Beverly lost her battle with cancer less than a year ago. She was part of Chicago's RBI administration program, and so much more.
She was so involved with this program. She loved these boys tremendously.
She traveled with us. She came to all our games. She supported us. I didn't even feel like she was a mentor. I feel like she was a mother off the field. You know, she took care of us, and she was always there.
During the course of our season last summer, she was going through chemotherapy, and the prognosis was not good. But she begged to come to Florida.
Stay humble, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go.
She knew it would probably be her last time, and she wanted to be here for the boys. And I think she set an example to show you don't give up, never give up. She embraced life and talked to them as if there was nothing wrong.
Kevin Edwards was a recent RBI graduate who lost his life in an auto accident last year. His enthusiasm and joy will never be forgotten.
He just loved the game of baseball. He ran on and off the field, and every time he did, he came off that field with a smile on his face. He was also a team leader. He would get the other guys, if they were down, if they were in a bad situation, he'd keep them going. Don't give up. We can do this. We got this one, guys. We got it. And he was a great young man.
First day, you could feel his presence out here. And that was his last game out here, his last game of his life. And he didn't win that game, you know. And, you know, I just want these guys to win so bad because his mom want us to win.
With their fallen friends in their hearts and minds, Chicago faced off against Houston in the semifinals. Trailing 4-1 in their final at-bat, the Cubs battled back to tie the game. In the midst of the excitement, the team hoped and prayed that it could deliver on its promise. But a storybook ending was not to be, for Houston staged a comeback of its own and emerged victorious. Of course, the Cubs did not have to win the game to honor the memories of Kev and Bev, for they will always be a part of Chicago's RBI teams.
Every time that I have opportunity to coach kids, I want to make sure that I coach them the right way. And you never can expect death, and that's why it's so important. Why I tell these guys to appreciate every time you step foot on the field.
As for the Astros, the emotional victory fueled their run all the way to the title.
And Houston are the RBI World Champions for the first time.
There was plenty of joy for the Houston squad, but Hector and the Reds experienced the pain of defeat as they fell to the eventual junior boys champions, Santo Domingo. In the girls tournament, Hoboken, Puerto Rico, and Minnesota all had their hopes for a title dashed.
I believe this by far was my most emotional World Series. This was actually my last game playing. Hopefully I get to come back next year and coach. I always want to be a part of the RBI program.
The class of the girls field this year was the LA Dodgers, led by sisters Aaliyah and Lauren Williams.
We're so close. We're 11 months apart. We play together, we practice together, we go places together. So me and her, we have like a really, really tight relationship.
It's a bond that has stood the test of time. For several years back, Aaliyah's disruptive behavior jeopardized her future.
A lot of the friends that I hung around with were gang members. I was just running around hallways, not going to class, hanging out with friends, and having fights everywhere I went.
I just kind of looked at it like, I don't want to be that way. Like, it kind of like helped me see like the way I didn't want to go. Like, I was just talking to her like, why do you do this? Like, you know, like kind of wondering like, why do you hang with those people? Like, why you don't get other friends? Like, I don't really like your friends.
Lauren did her best to help Aaliyah at home, and RBI coach Frank Price provided the necessary tough love by intervening when Aaliyah's grades disqualified her from competing in the RBI games.
I really jumped in her case. I said, so you really let us down right now because you didn't want to go to class. If you want to be out here, you're going to have to take this serious. You got to go to class. You got to handle your business. At that point, she realized that she had to make some sacrifices of her own to really be a part of this. And she took that serious, and that's when she really started changing.
The influence Coach Price had on the family continued to grow. He became a father figure, providing both financial and emotional support.
I see him like almost every day. So like he's just someone you can just go to and just laugh. And like a lot of people ask me like, that's your dad? Like you're always with him. So I'm like, it's my coach. Like, be tight like that.
I see him more than my father. He'll take me home after practice. He'll pick me up from games. He'll buy us lunch. He's given me a lot of good information. He's shown me a lot of good things, and I want to thank him for that.
They wanted it. They had a hunger and a desire to be the best. And today, Lauren is going off to Rutgers, and Alia, she's at Central Arizona. She wants to go to New Mexico. It's a success story, and I think it's all because of this program.
In great part due to Lauren and Aaliyah's leadership and effort, the Dodgers reached the World Series final undefeated.
Dolly Varden's trophy is on the line, and this is a great matchup from two teams that know each other. They met twice earlier in the week.
The Dodgers knew how tough Tampa was, and they'd have to beat them once again.
Good morning.
How are you today?
How are you today?
I'm great.
I'm great.
You know what?
You know what?
We're going to have a great day.
We're going to have a great day.
And you know why?
And you know why?
It's because of you.
It's because of you.
Playing in front of a home crowd, the Rays struck first in the first.
That's up the middle. That's going to score a run, and there you go. To throw home is high and away. That's a great start. We're out to a 2-0, 1-out lead.
But LA rallied in the bottom of the inning, with Lauren leading the charge.
Attempted steal there, and she's in.
Before the inning was over, the Dodgers were up 4-2.
Collision at the plate, she'll be safe at home. The ball gets way, and Hernandez will score for second.
Not to be outdone by her younger sister, Aaliyah stole second in the third and scored on a 2-out single to extend the Dodgers' lead to 5-2. It was a lead that would stand, for the unpredictable Florida rains brought a halt to the game and made the field unplayable, giving the Dodgers a drenched but well-deserved championship.
You guys did it!
In victory, the bond between the Williams sisters and Coach Price had grown even stronger. For Lauren and Aaliyah, RBI provided a foundation and support they may have never had. It changed their lives for the best, and their future has never been brighter.
Lauren Williams, Aaliyah Williams, Los Angeles Dodgers RBI champions.
Presented by KPMG, proud sponsor of Major League Baseball. Pepsi Max, official sponsor of MLB, 0 calories, maximum Pepsi taste. And Holiday Inn, official partner of Major League Baseball road trips. Holiday Inn, stay you.
We now return to Hitting Home with RBI, presented by KPMG. Another successful year for RBI had come to an end. There was joy for the Dominican junior team, the senior boys from Houston, and the ladies from LA. But every athlete who competed could feel good about what they've gained along the way.
Through baseball, you can learn a lot of life lessons about asking for help, about giving extra effort, about taking advantage of opportunities. So they should be here for the joy of playing baseball. But hopefully, years hence, they'll be able to draw on some of the life lessons that a big tournament like this would provide them.
And now we ask that when we go back to different places, that we would stand strong and we would represent RBI, and we would never forget that in 2010, the LA RBI got it done, and they are the champions. Thank you.
Amen. Good job, guys.
There was, of course, another special event for these young athletes, a banquet in their honor, to remind them that in the game of life, they have everything to play for.
I hope that these kids come away with a sense of optimism about the future. I hope that they realize that there are doors that are open to them and that they can do great things with their lives.
1, 2, 3.
They've had an opportunity to interact with caring adults. They've gotten support around their education, and they have a lot of people around them to encourage them.
I had a great time here meeting all these people. I loved it. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
You guys are great role models, so please keep up the good work. It was a pleasure having you.
It takes a strong group of individuals to comprise a winning team. And all these teams are winners.
I want you to know.
And I want you to know
that I have got your back.
have got your back.
Thanks to their coaches and mentors, these young men and women will carry that team concept throughout their life.
Here we go now, here we go.
There is no better testament to the RBI program than the kids themselves, for they have learned that beyond wins and losses, beyond the game itself, success breeds success.
Probably the best barometer is talk to a young man or a young woman who's playing in an RBI program in your community and ask them what it means to them and what benefit it brought to them.
The overall experience was amazing.
This is amazing.
It was an amazing time.
My daughter knew nobody on this team, and now she just met 14 new friends, and to me, that's a beautiful thing.
And there is no greater measure of gratitude than a few simple words.
Thank you, RBI. Thank you, RBI.
Thank you, RBI.
Thank you, RBI.
I want to say thank you. Thank you, RBI.
Can I have a hug?
Thank you, RBI.
Loud and proud, DCO3. 1, 2, 3, DC.
Thank you, RBI.
LAOB, LAO3, 1, 2, 3, LA.
Thank you, RBI.
Thank you, RBI.
1, 2, 3, inside.
Thank you, RBI.
Thank you, RBI.
You're my hero. I love you. I love you.
We're going to have a great day.
You're all winners, and you should be very proud of yourself for getting to this elite company. So I salute you. Congratulations.
RBI has made a difference in the lives of so many young people. It's a place where dreams can come true, where hope springs eternal and anything is possible. And judging by the character of the class of 2010, what's possible is just the beginning. As you've just seen, there are many people who make the RBI program work as smoothly as it does. And it's great to see how these young boys and girls respond. From learning the fundamentals of the game to gain the tools and wisdom to succeed in the future. RBI plays an important role in the lives of these youngsters. And I'm proud to still be involved in the program today. On behalf of KPMG and Major League Baseball, I'm Chris Young. Thanks for watching.